all right for you to be, I don't need no friends. I don't need nobody. Lord help you. I was saying something to you last night. This is the time though. Tis the season for you to be busy, 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 busy. Working doubles, going to school. Hey, your girl P. This is the season where you should be busy. You got the most energy. Hey, Pretty in Pink. You got the most energy. You got the most living to do. You need to be distracted. While your parents was putting you in volleyball, soccer, cheerleading, piano, and all that stuff when you was a teenager to keep you distracted, you need to be doing the same thing when you in your early 20s, because if not, you're going to get your motherfucking ass knocked up. Or you're going to fall in love with a goddamn lunatic and he going to ruin your credit. You're just trying to stay up. That's it. That's all. Keep it busy. Stay. Don't get idle. Because if you get idle, you're going to start paying too much attention to your peers. You're going to start paying attention, too much attention to your sack chasing ass friends. Stay busy. Stay busy. Be helping folks. Like if you think you might want to cater, your auntie be catering, help her with her little parties. Stay busy. Because if I'm being frank, depression done got me so bad this summer. But it ain't win. I'm happy to hear that. I am happy to hear that. Literally lived in the radio station the whole summer. Are you passionate about communications? Are you passionate about, hey Bree Love, are you passionate about what is like giving me a headache? Well, that's a fabulous story to tell. When you graduate and you talking to young ones, you're like, girl, I lived at that radio station. I ate, slept, and breathed that shit. I want to be a radio host when I graduate. Hey, with my Her Wellness Diaries, I have a very ignorant question to ask. Please excuse me. I'm finna ask you the ignorantest question probably they got, okay? Please excuse me. Give me a red rose so I can ask you the ignorant question. Please excuse me. Hey, Yada Jim. Please give me a red, Liza Nominelli. Please give me a red rose in the chat if I can ask you an ignorant ass question. It's so ignorant. Okay, the radio station's not dying off. People still be listening to the radio. Ignorant. Oh. You gonna let me know. Great question. Okay. I'm scared I got, okay, I don't have nothing on my teeth. Okay. Let's hope we ain't. I work in broadcasting too for over 20. That's not ignorant because I get asked that a lot. And it makes sense as to why we think that. We stream music from platforms. Instead of radio. And I'm literally going to make it my job to change. Oh, young one. Curiosity. I'm only asking you this out of curiosity. Why do you believe this to be a worthy cause? I'm only asking you this out of curiosity, not because I don't believe you can do it. Anybody else have any like banter? I'm sure she's going to be typing. Love this for you. You better have a vision, babe. Lord help you. Because you're going head up with a machine. It's you. You going head. I'm just asking. I ain't trying to, girl. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to do nothing to you. Okay. Hey,
Oh,
girl.
can y'all hear me? Hey,
Yes,
Queen. Okay,
ma'am.
so essentially, with why I want to kind of switch that, we're missing a lot of life coming from these streaming platforms. It's just no talking going on. We just sit here and we listen to music, but we need to know what's going on. And I feel like with a lot of these radio programs, like Steve Harvey when he was popping, Ricky Smiley, Tom Joyner, they brought the community and they brought the culture to radio. They made radio so fun to listen to, and that's what I grew up on. Listen to Tom Joyner, nephew Tommy, on the Strawberry Call, all this stuff. I'm like, this is this, and I feel like that's kind of why people strayed away from radio because it didn't become fun no more. And so now what I do at 90.5, which is FAMU's radio station, I literally put my whole personality into my show for 2 hours because I really do feel like if I start at college, by the time I graduate, it's going to be second nature to me. And wherever I go, whether I be on air, TV, writing, you're going to feel my personality between what I do as a journalist. Period. Period.
That's fabulous. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Let us know how we can look out.
Look, I just want y'all to stream 90.5 from WANM.org. That is FAMU's radio station. We're celebrating 50 years this year, I believe. So just look, just stream us
What
24/7 if
is
you're
it? W-A and M?
NM.org.
W-A
And
and M .org. Please excuse me, okay? I ain't
yes. We're live 24/7. But I think from like 8 to 12 a.m. is when some on air personalities will usually be on. I'll be on today from 6 to 8 p.m. And then tomorrow, if I'm not too busy, I'll probably be on from 8 to 10 p.m. doing my little slow jam thing. But no, really, I just want people to just go back to listening to radio. Granted, it's fun going to streaming services like Apple Music and Spotify, but where is the personality within that? How are you getting news about how are you getting news about stuff like that if you just listen to streaming services?
You said, excuse me, girl. W-A and M.
Oh, no, WAN as in Nancy.
Oh, W-A-N radio.
Yes, yes, WANM.
N-M.
Yes.
Girl, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Okay, it came right up. Okay. I should have just said 90.5, the flavor station. This is a nice website. You on here?
Yes, I am on here. On there, I do have some work on there as well. I did do some written pieces. I do be writing. I do it all essentially.
Yeah, you said you live at
Yes,
the radio station.
yes. I've been there the whole summer, damn near.
Do you have a good time slot? Is this you with R&B soul with the pretty curly hair with the bracelets?
Show me,
Is
because
this
I'm on
you?
there. No, that's probably not me. That's my homegirl, Kelani. Looks like it. If I think that's what
Okay.
you're talking about.
Okay.
But
Show
yes,
schedule. Jazz.
I
You
would
know,
be on for hip hop and R&B. I think.
hip hop and R&B. Oh, okay. You okay? They only have 5 people that don't look. Okay, I don't know these folks. Okay. All right. Well, I'm on here now. Is it a? Please excuse my ignorance. Is it an app or just I have to go through the
Um,
website?
it's a website. We're working on the app right now. When we get that app up and running, I will literally shoot you an email and I will let you know how to get it.
It's between 6 and 8
PM.
Pacific days.
I'm in Florida, so I don't know.
That's 7 to 9 my time. But I'm
Okay,
saying
period.
what days?
Oh, Friday.
Friday.
Friday, 6 to 8.
Okay, Friday. Where can I write that? Can you DM me that?
I sure
Thank
can.
you. I thank you for giving us that little one too. That was very
Thank
inspiring. Thank
you.
you. Have a good day.
You as well.
So cute. Oh, she hung up quick. I like a girl that hangs up fast. Hey, KJ. Because I hang up quick, and it's the only reason why I hang up quick is because I talk for another hour. People be so offended. They be like, you hung up. I did hang up on you because if I don't hang up right now, we'll be talking for another hour. You're welcome, Liza, not Manelli. I'm gonna figure out how to for us to come up here and listen to you. Don't let me forget. Put it in my DMs, please, please, please. Don't let me forget, because I don't know how this live stream's gonna go. Good morning, Daydreamer, Miss Daydreamer. I am trying to, we have, okay. I'm waiting, so I try to wait till we at least have 20 people in here, because you know I hate when people be like, what are we talking about? I don't want to do that. Do anybody have any light banters for me? Do anybody have anything they want to discuss before we move on? I look radiant. Peace, reflection. Hey, Jillian. Hey, Essence. Hey, Courtney. I was on the phone when you came in. My bad. How you feeling, Jillian? You on solids or you still on? I should have made, let the women who run the, is that women who run with the wolves? It is. Girl, why did they filter that comment? Hey, Jay. Why did they filter that comment? Why did they filter that comment? Leah? They don't want us to have nothing. They don't want us to know shit, girl. They rather us not know nothing. I love what you said about nosy women. Yeah, we are naturally inquisitive. Even if you look at little bitty humans are extremely inquisitive. The only reason why little bitty humans stop being inquisitive is because the people who are older than them, the people who keep them safe, the people who put a roof over their head, the people who feed them, the people who beat them, snuff it out. Hey, Leisha. And so they stop being nosy. Stay out of grown folks' business. Yep. And it's like, I have to stay out of folks' house. That's why I be like, do not invite me to your house. Because when you tell it to your kids, I be like, you keep a roof over their head. You take them to school. You provide for them. Every choice you make, they're affected by. You are their business. You are their business. You want to parentify them. You want to get enmeshed with them. And then you ain't none of their business. That's how people get grown and be totally self-aware. That's how people be grown and be lost. That's how people be grown and confused. That's why people be grown and totally unaware of themselves. Great day, Monet Eloise. Because they supposed to not pay attention to people. Hey, hun, bun, glitter, goddess. You asked them to stop paying attention to folks that they should be paying attention to. It disempowers the psyche. Good morning, there's Zod. That disempowers the psyche. Your mama business is her business. When your mama got niggas climbing in and out and in and out and in and out of her windows, that's your business. All of the ways your mother handles herself, your business. Every fucking way. All of the ways your father mishandles your mother, your business. It's been your business since you got here. If you're ashamed of yourself, act like you got some sense. But don't tell me it ain't none of my business. If you can't sit knee to knee with your offspring and be like, here's what we doing this week, don't do it. Do as I say and not as I do is harmful, because young ones do not know what the fuck they hear. They only know what they see. They don't know what they know. They only know what they see. And so then you grow up into grown folks who are deeply ashamed of yourselves. Hey, Naturally Rashida, you're deeply ashamed of yourselves. And then with somebody who give a fuck about you, Ethereal Valerie. Why did they filter your comments on some Happy Venus Day? The red lip and hair let me know it's finna be a gathering on today. They also filtered your comment, Kim. Why they filtering everybody's comments? Why is everybody's comments getting filtered? So far above Rubies. Hey, girl. Good morning, neighbor. But anyway, you grow up into grown, shame-filled women who naturally do things that bring you shame because you learn that shit from somebody that told you to stay out of grown folks' business. You learn how to do shameful stuff. You see your mama lurking in the shadows and doing stuff that disempowers her psyche. Just because you don't see what your mama is doing doesn't mean you're not learning that behavior. So then you grow up into, hey, Cleo, you grow up into grown women who lurk through the shadows doing shit to disempower your psyche. And then when your friends be like, get out of my business. That ain't none of your business. Are we in friendship or not? Are we in friendship or not? When you sit over there depressed and nobody calls you, and you're like, no one cares about me. Nobody calls. Nobody asks me how I'm doing. Well, you over there with a pump bitch. Stay out of my business. You getting banged around and you need people to stay out of your business. Which one is it? Thank you. I'm supposed to be saying peace, reflection. It definitely won't let me pin no comments. It definitely won't let me pin no comments. I must be on some kind of probation. I must be on some kind of probation or something. We're supposed to be on YouTube anyway. Anyway, that's why you want people out of your business. Hey, Lauren! Because people can't be in your business. It was doing that yesterday while we was on live. Oh, yeah, we stay in trouble, girl. We can't talk about women, race, or class without being a problem. We're supposed to be going to TJ Maxx in Burlington. They don't want us reading books and having conversations about real shit. Shut the fuck up and go to TJ Maxx. Make the meatloaf and share makeup tips. After that, don't talk to each other. And don't talk about what we doing to y'all neither. But anyway, that's why I know that nosiness, shaming you for being nosy, protects people from shit that they're ashamed of. Because when they don't ever have no business, they roll up on you in their big fat car. You can see the big fat car. The big fat car is a reflection of the big fat money, reflection of the big fat success. But when they get to doing the big fat bullshit, close your eyes. That's why I tell y'all to get the fuck out of Facebook, because Facebook is an illusion. Facebook is an illusion. Facebook is an illusion. People only want to get up there and show you all of their bullshit when they go on vacations, when they taking Christmas pictures, when they buy a new car, when they have a new baby, when they get married. Meanwhile, they at the beauty shop talking about all the ways they're mishandling themselves, how they don't know what the fuck they doing. They don't know what time it is. But when you look at that Facebook, they use that Facebook to bang each other around. This is why I don't engage with them on social media, because it's like, you have learned how to monitor me. Facebook is not community. It's not friendship. It's not, that's why I didn't go to my class reunion. And people thought I was crazy. Hey, Sade, I'm like, I see y'all every day on Facebook. I don't have to pay. I don't want to spend a weekend with y'all. I see y'all every day on Facebook. Did you witness your mom or elders having accountable and fulfilling friendships? I did not. No. I stomped down on my mama and my elders about it. Like, you're not gonna make me feel like a shitbag. Like, I learned very young that the elders in my life didn't know what the fuck they was doing. My mama didn't know what she was doing. My dad didn't know what he was doing. My aunties didn't know what she was doing. My grandmama didn't know what she was doing. They friends didn't know. Didn't nobody know what they was doing. So I figured it don't matter what I do. You cannot speak on me. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I do. If I move us an inch, it will be doing much better than you have done. Hey, Ashton, I need to text Ricky because I need to get this money sent over there so I can get my wig started. I'm glad you came in here because I've been meaning to text Ricky. None of the people around me know what they're doing. And so I just do it my way. And if you want to talk to me about all the ways I'm mishandling myself, your resume longer than mine because you are older than me. Your resume way longer than mine. So we can go proclivity for proclivity. We can go fuck shit for fuck shit. Peace, reflection. I'm gonna be talking much longer than you. Because then I'm gonna speak. Then I'm gonna talk about the children. I ain't had no kids yet. I haven't fucked up any kids yet. So we're gonna talk about you first. We're gonna talk about your decisions. Then we're gonna talk about your kids. Other than that, if you don't want, that's why they don't talk to me. Cause we just pull those resumes out. It's so freeing to make radical decisions and not needing anybody approval about it. I ain't seen nobody yet. And I said that I made this little 30 for 30 series when I turned 30. On Facebook, I did 30 videos just talking about it. This was before that became a thing. Of what I learned in my 20s from doing hair, from being a parentified adult, I have never been a child. Let me just start there. Never had the pleasure of being a child. Been grown a long time. Grown longer than I would prefer to have been grown. If you've been grown your whole life and there ain't nothing you could have done about it, give us a red rose in the chat. I just want to see some. I just want to see some. You've been a woman in this world since you climbed out of your mama. Give us a red rose in the chat. I just want to see some. Look at the thing filled up like this, girl. Look at all these grown ass ladies in here. Never been a girl child. Girl, please. Girl, please. Lord help us. Had to raise myself and the adults around me. Never have safe house. Never have a safe house. Never had a safe house to go to. Never had a safe. Girl, I'm so sorry. Firstborn granddaughter. Then I began to act very childish in my Hey, Yasmina. In my teenage years, attempting to claim what was the girl. They didn't appreciate that at all. I got a little snippy when I lived with my grandparents. Hey, Dominique. And because of this, though, because it's like, you're not going to treat me like an adult. I wrote that in my Substack. When you need your children to be cooked for, when you need to leave me alone with the whole pack, when you need me changing diapers, making sacrifices, helping you raise children, doing your laundry, doing your chores. Peace, reflection. It's no problem to make me into a grown woman. But when I'm asking you, what the fuck is he doing here? I done cleaned this house and took care of your kids and blah, 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 blah. And I can't ask you why you got this nigga in here? What the fuck is he doing here? Stay out of grown folks' business. This is my business. One, because I'm grown. Two, because I'm here with you. This is my home. I left home and siblings at 14, so I had to learn how to survive. No room for childhood. Now you're supposed to know your place. Right. I know my place. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Lauren. I know my place. Since 9. Clock this. 7. You can't tell me anything. You should be able to, because you're supposed to be looking after me. You can't tell me shit. So when I get grown and start mishandling myself, What you talking about? Hey, Robin. And again, I remember in my childhood seeing the adults around me being like, well, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Not like, I'm learning from y'all's bullshit. I remember very vividly being like, none of these people I can learn anything from besides how to make a halfway decent pot of spaghetti. I shouldn't be learning anything from you. And so the first thing you do, so many examples of what not to do. In high school, I was dropping kids off late to school, so much so I had to go to truancy court. That's a major sacrifice. I didn't take my first drink until I was almost 40. Wow. What you say, Dominique? Hey, Robin. I was always the problem child because I would ask, I was washing everybody's clothes. I know that's right. Dominique, I didn't see your comment. I think it got filled today. All I see is love right there. Hey, Jay Shauna. But I just was like, if I'm fucking it up, fine. You was fucking it up too. Maybe your legacy is just to produce a bunch of human beings that fuck shit up. We'll see. But when I started yielding better results, you really don't want to do that. Like, you don't want to do that to them. They can't take it. I was saying I learned from my cousins not to have babies young. Of course they filtered that out. Rest was offensive. Watching their lives terrified you. My older brother isn't worth a damn. I was driving since 11. Girl. Grown ladies. My family's taught me to take my ass to school and get my education. I'm going to tell you something though, Jay Shauna. You got to see the world too. Because I know women with doctorate degrees that are as dumb as a box of rocks. And the only reason why they have doctorate degrees, hear me when I say this. I'm going to get close up on you when I say this. The only reason why they have doctorate degrees is because they know how to sit down and shut the fuck up. That's it. Wall plaster with information degrees. Don't know nothing. And it's a mindful for me because I always treat those girls, when they come through the door with all that shit, I just immediately treat them like they smarter than me. I immediately treat them like they know all the answers, that they know everything, because that's what they pay for. As the holder of a doctor's degree, you are right. Ooh, Dr. Dominique. A lot of doctor girlies are not. Family telling you you're going to be the one who makes it out and then get mad at you. When you do, yes, you don't have to know anything to memorize shit. Thank you, young one. They will not let me pin no comments. I must have lost all my privileges. These folks done fell out with me real bad. Nothing but, I want to pin these comments. Expensive wallpaper. And see, I out of respect, I work 2 jobs to be out of the house as much as possible as a teen, I'm hoping. It's funny that I did have time to work a job, but I couldn't do no extracurricular activities. My people went out of my way to make sure I got back and forth to work, but they would not go out of their way to make sure I was able to do extracurricular activities. And so, we'll make sure you get, we'll find a babysitter for our child, and we'll make sure you can get back and forth if you're earning a check. But if you want to do something for yourself, we have nothing for you. And you learn that. That's how you learn how to be a grown person. You learn that. That's how you learn how to steward over yourself. Is you make time for the things that put a roof over your head and make money. You don't make time for yourself. You don't make time for your enjoyment. Hey, Raven, you don't make time for your enrichment. You're supposed to let that degree afford you the ability to be free. That's why I frolic in the garden. Yes, and get that degree and see the world. Whatever it is that you learn, like, I went and got me an associate degree. That's it. Made more money than my friend with masters. You learn to deny yourself early, child. You do. I love that we have the power to heal the bloodlines. We do. But a lot of times, we got to get out of their way. If you really want to heal that bloodline, you will get out of their way and out of their lives. You can't do nothing with them. You have to get away from them. You have to just let them tell stories about you. That they see you far, 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 far away. You're a twinkle in their eye. You're a star up in the sky. You have to get away from them. You can't do it in community with them. You can't do it in relationship with them. I learned early not to trade your peace for the light bill. I like that. Congratulations. What we congratulating you for? I start school this fall. I agree. Heal the bloodline by abandoning the bullshit. Yeah. Jesus, the only healer. No. Let him have them. Okay. Hey, Miss Madam C. I don't deal with my mama at all. I'm taking her to court for my sisters because you can't be around me. Ooh. Jesus is the only healer you know. I'm asking you. That's the only healer you know. Oh, mamas, you look fabulous. Peace, reflection. I have some aunts that only have mouths for talking, not ears for listening. I know that's right. It's babe. They put that in the they feel to that. What was we talking about? Yeah, you have to get away from those people. As much as I would like to say you can do both, you can't do both. Even the people you love. So grateful I found your content, queen. I'm grateful you found it too, because they buried it up under the ground. I don't want nobody to know about it. Which I can appreciate. I am struggling. Which I can appreciate because there's a girl who just started making content about human design, and she went viral, and it stressed her the fuck out. And she was like, she just wanted to like make little tiny internet connections. Like, she not over here to become a viral sensation. She not over here to become a world-renowned content creator and have to quit her job. Hello, exclusive Memphis. Thank you. Hello, thank you. I don't like anyway. Hello. Some say keep them at a distance. No, keep them away. I agree. You can't be mixed. No, you can't. You just can't. You can't. And I have tried in a lot of different ways. And if you want to live authentically, you can't do it. Because not only, like, even, like, you can keep them around you. You make better decisions. You do better for yourself. But the way they mishandle themselves is just going to haunt you really bad. Like, my cousins be like, I'm not gonna beat my kids. But then they mama beat their kids. And they don't correct their mama. And it's like, I thought we wasn't fighting the children. Well, that's your mom. You ain't checked her yet? You're 30 years old and you ain't checked that mama yet? You late. You have children. You have fruit from your loins. And you haven't checked that mama yet? Because you should have snatched a knot in her ass for putting her hands on your children. Because your children, you letting your mama do some shit to your kids that you don't do, you're communicating to them that you're unwilling to protect them. You can't protect them. Check the mama. I check my mama on some Tuesday. Cricket sense. I got to run a strict program. You got to run a strict program with those parents. And if you don't snatch yourself back from them, you definitely ain't going to make it. They banking on you not snatching yourself back from them. They're banking on you growing up and then being a child. Like, now, when I got grown, then my mama expected me to be a young one. My kids can't stay at grandma's house. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same reason why we have no support system, because we could drop Sir off with my mother-in-law, but she likes to put hands on children. Number one, she don't like kids. She only had them for social capital. She don't like kids, though. Behind my kid is fisticuffs with anybody. She doesn't like kids, and she puts her hands on them. And it's like, yeah, I had to tell my daddy and stepmama out my angel in heaven on my kids. I'll send somebody over there. And it's like, I try not to be like that, but like, I don't care that you're 65. And the people I'm going to sit over there do not care that you're 60, 67. The people that I'm going to sit around your house don't give a fuck that you're 65, girl. And so let's just keep it on the playground. Let's keep it cute. And let's be nice to each other. And let's be done. Because if you even, girl, if you roll your eyes at light switch, I'm sending somebody over here on you. Oh, yeah. That's what Christians do, girl. Especially the children of the social capital. That's why they have so many. We'll read that epistle for Halloween. And you'll see what I mean. Anyway, we're here to discuss important matters. Our book club is reading Women Who Run with the Wolves, Chapter 6. Oh, I got my notes in here, don't it? And light switch distant around her. He don't really pay her no attention because he don't really know her like that. He really be following behind my father-in-law. We really don't go over there. I go over there. They get 90 minutes a year. 90 minutes a year. She sent me a 1 minute long voice memo for my birthday. She down to 89. I save all the time I'm gonna give her for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I actually am catering an event for Thanksgiving this year. Christmas only. Light switch don't know that lady. He don't know her. I love when you say that. 90 minutes a year. She started out with so much time, unlimited time. 90 minutes a year. 90 minutes a year, little one. 90 minutes a year. Like, people who stress me out, people who I don't like myself when I'm with them, people who I am mean to because I don't like them, I have to be around them. I have to build up a structure around myself. I have to gatekeep myself aggressively. Do she get rollover minutes? No, they don't roll over. And she always end up running them out. She runs them out. It'd be like, oh, can you, girl. Anyway, it is hard, but you have to learn that young. These things you should be learning in your 20s. Because this when you got the most energy, the most ability, you got more capacity to be stretched, learn, grow. You got a young mind. You should be doing these things in your 20s. This is why I'm always very hard on young ones. You need to learn how to get rid of people while you're in your 20s. If you don't spend your 20s learning how to get rid of people, you're late. If you make it to your 30s and you still struggling, you don't understand grief. You don't have a relationship with grief. You don't know how to get rid of somebody, feel bad about it, miss them, and forge ahead. You'll be one of those girls that keep, we have an on and off relationship. You're lazy. Y'all, you're lazy. You're lazy. You shouldn't be having on and off relationship. Once you break, that's why I was like, people who be in on and off relationships and then get married, divorce. I be like, divorce. Don't send me no invitation. I'm not putting your ugly save the date on my refrigerator. No, y'all fucking that up. It was on and off. That don't make sense to me. You don't know how to get rid of nobody. That's the only reason why it's on and off. Is because he know you don't know how to get rid of nobody. Everybody around you know something about you that you don't know about yourself. Hey, Martha Divine 7. And that is that you don't know how to get rid of nobody. And if you make it into your 30s and you don't know how to get rid of nobody, you finna fuck some shit up. He know he can play with you. That ugly ass magnet. It's always the people that take the worst engagement pictures that want to put a magnet on your refrigerator. It's like, you want me to put this on my refrigerator? Anyway. Hey, Miss America. You ain't gonna make it if you don't know how to get rid of nobody. You're not gonna get far if you don't know how to get rid of people, and you're not gonna end up with the people you belong with. If you have a hard time getting rid of people you're stuck with, you feel like you're stuck with. If you don't know how to get rid of people you came in this world with, your parents, not to mention you won't respect yourself if you can't get rid of people who don't treat you right, correct? You got to be the best HR, PR team for your life. That's cute. But yeah, if your mama ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit, your siblings ain't shit, your friends from childhood ain't shit. Because I do sit around and listen to a lot of women talk about their childhood friendships. And it's like, you don't like her. Y'all, like, the reason why y'all have a fucked up idea of what friendship is because most of your friends, you don't like them. That's why I be like, don't invite me to be no bridesmaid in your wedding. Don't invite me out with you and your friends. Because y'all do not like each other. When I be like, most women be in friendships with people they like, you don't like her. You don't like her. You don't like her. You don't like her. You don't like them. Y'all don't like each other. And then you so comfortable around people that don't like you. You so comfortable around people that you're tolerating that you think that's the norm. And so, like, once you do get rid of them, either because y'all have a fallout, y'all have a slow fade away, however the things end, now you're just in this weird ass place where it's like, I don't need friends. Because you had a really shitty experience with friendship coming through the door. You don't know that you can repair your relationship skills. You don't know that you could just enter into friendships with people that actually fucking like you and that see it for you. But you so uncomfortable because you've been tolerated for so long. You think what friendship means is a bunch of people around you tolerating you. And you think that friendship means for you a bunch of people around you that you tolerate. That's what you think friendship is. That's why you don't see the value in it. My good friends I met in adulthood, yes, you did. This, you can do better. You can do better. But if you don't believe you can, if you think this is what friendship is, this is what it looks like, this is how it is, you got a bad taste in your mouth. And then you be on the internet making think pieces about I being a loner is what's best for all of us. Talk about how harmful, thank you, her and her shenanigans. Talk about how harmful friendships are. You're better off alone. And here's why. And it'd be like, you're lazy and pathetic. And I'm willing to argue you up and down. I'm willing to argue you up and down, girl. What book you gonna bring out to convince me that being a loner is the deal? What book you gonna bring out? What book is that? That's gonna talk to you about, that's gonna educate us on why we should all just climb into a hole and be by ourselves? Is it just coming from here? a traumatized, empowered ass psyche, get off my line, bitch. And get to work. Lazy. 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 And I'm going to tell you why it's lazy. It is work. Curating. Especially if you're a complicated splendor. It is work. It is work. It is work. What a coincidence. I just got the book at Barnes & Noble. Oh, girl. You in for a treat. Have you started it? Get to work. Have you started it? The most rewarding work. You missed it. Oh, Women Who Run with the Wolves by Dr. Clarissa Pinkola Estes. It says on the cover it venerates the female psyche. If you even have any idea what that might mean, it venerates the female psyche. Veneration. The fact that she even acknowledges that the female psyche needs veneration. Anyway, you just finished the intro. Was there a specific line that knocked you between the washer and dryer? Because I was going to say, since we talking about the introduction and we talking about loners, the only reason why she came, hey, Womb of a Woman, what's the name of the book? Women Who Run with the Wolves. She came through the door. She didn't even put her purse down. She came through the door and she didn't even put her purse down. I need you to be more specific than that. Even just what I mean, she came through the door, she didn't put her purse down. We was in the forward and she just says, but the shadow of the wild woman lurks behind us during our days and in our nights. To me, she venerating the female soul that she talks about the shadow of the wild woman. I'm gonna slow down. The shadow of the wild woman. Lurks behind us during our days and in our nights. We can't get rid of her. We can't get rid of her. And because I did hair, I spent so much time watching women avoid their work. Is it this or is it the hardback? I have the hardback also. This one is for notes. This one is for notes. And this I treat like a textbook. This one I treat like a textbook. This is my child. I take this everywhere with me. If you'll see me somewhere and Sir won't be there, this will be with me. This will be with me. It'll be with me. The shadow of the wild woman lurks behind us during our days and in our nights. Yeah, and there's so many of us that act like she's not there. Thank you, Lee. It's so many of us that act like she's not there. And it's hard when other people can see the shadow of the wild woman lurking behind you and you don't see her and you don't acknowledge her and you don't nurture her and you don't hold space for her and you don't listen to her. And she tells us this because she gives us this entire book that talks about how complex she is and what she needs and how she feels and what comes natural to her and what time it is. And she talks about the people around her. The number one quote, when I read it, it fucked my whole life up. In the Vasilisa story, when they talk about let us conspire to let the fire go out, it was so many red roses in the chat when I asked how many of us been grown our whole lives. Let us conspire to let the fire go out. When your mama tell you to mind your own business, when you asking her about something, when she jeopardizing her safety, let us conspire to let the fire go out. When your people put you in danger, and you can't listen to your intuition because the people around you are supposed to protect you, and they're not protecting you, and you know best because it's innate, but you got to go with them because they're older and they keep a roof over your head. Let us conspire to let the fire go out. When they strip you of your childhood, let us conspire to let the fire go out. When they don't allow you to listen to your intuition for any reason, let us conspire to let the fire go out. When they don't let you explore and be young and be innocent and help you polish up your tools and your gifts, let us conspire to let the fire go out. And so it's like, now, when I'm having conversations with women, when I'm in the book club, when I'm in the world, when I'm watching TikToks and movies, I'm always looking for all the ways that they're conspiring to let the fire go out. Anyway, Vasilisa go off into the woods, have some dealings with Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga gives her this fiery skull. The fiery skull is Vasilisa's intuition. The very last sentence. My people in here know where I'm going. It's all my folks in here. They know where I'm going with this. At the end of the chapter, Dr. Estes' final words: by the light of the fiery skull, we know. She calls our intuition a fiery skull. Before she gets to the end, by the light of the fiery skull, girl, I can't pin no comments. When she takes her intuition out of the woods, like she takes the fiery skull out of the woods and back into her life, the seeing and the knowing burns down all of the people that was conspiring to let the fire go out. The fiery skull burned all that down. All that down. Soon as she walked through the door, burnt it down. The intuition, the knowing, it was, girl. Anyway, it ain't no joke. I don't even know how I got on there. I got all off. That's my favorite chapter. And the reason why it's my favorite chapter, I'm only on chapter 6. Vasilisa is my favorite chapter because, girl, let me just explain to you why, and then I'm going to move on. Because I'm going to be selling Girl Scout cookies for Dr. Estes fucking butt. Let me just help you understand what I mean by this girl chapter. What is it? She come through the door swinging, okay? Hold it right quick. Rich is rising. Rich is rising. Just hold it right quick, right quick, right quick. She came through the door swinging. Please. If you make it to it before I get there, put it in the chat, girl. Okay, listen. She said, intuition is the treasure of a woman's psyche. I had to close the book and stare off into the distance because for a couple of pages later, she gonna talk about let us conspire to let the fire go out. The people in your life, your shit. Like if you don't, by the time you grown, you should have beautifully polished intuition. You should almost be psychic. Your intuition should be so good. Thank you, Leah. That's why I was like, it's some more healers out here. I'm not saying this person you're referring to is not a healer. I'm saying it's some other healers out here. Say that now. Trauma does dull our intuition. I need a good book recommendation from y'all. Women Who Run with the Wolves. Lord help you. But intuition is the treasure of the woman's psyche. It is like a wise old woman who is with you always, who tells you exactly what the matter is, tells you exactly whether you need to go left or right. You ain't like it? As women, we call upon our intuition and instincts in order to sniff things out. We just came out of by the time you get to Vasilisa, you will have already read Bluebeard. And Bluebeard, that's when you learn how valuable your curiosity is. Your curiosity informs what? Your intuition. Hey, Rosemary! Your curiosity is a minion that is of service to your intuition. So when they tell you to mind your own business, they're disempowering your psyche. And when you have people around you who call you to do this, you have to get away from them. You cannot redefine the terms of the relationship. You cannot ignore them. You got to get the fuck on. And the reason why, specifically, I'm going to tell you a secret. I have no business telling you this. I'm going to tell you a secret. I have no business telling you this. Okay, I'm going to tell you a secret. I have no business telling you this. I'm only telling you what I know. As a woman in this world, you have your intuition. Weak or strong, you have it. It's yours. It's with you everywhere you go. It's an old lady. She said, wise old woman with you till you better go left or right. If your psyche is disempowered, left is right and right is left, you're lost. You still got it. You have the bones of it. If everything has been stripped away, you still have the bones. Bones have memory. You know, they can't take your bones from you. We already talked about this. That she talks about in chapter 1, but whatever. When you get around other women, the nerve endings touch. Mine connects to yours, yours connects to hers, hers connects to hers, hers connects to her. And now we got this ecosystem of knowing. This is why men that ain't shit keep women, their wives, their girlfriends away from other women. Because even men know that it gets stronger when we get together. The reason why you have to have women around you whose intuition you trust is because it strengthens yours. If you're around women who you don't trust, when they bring you something, pimps do the same thing, and you don't trust it, you can't trust it, you don't allow yourself to trust it, you don't allow yourself to listen to them, you don't allow, for whatever reason, you don't have trust. Maybe you don't like how they live. Maybe you don't like how they treat the people around them. Maybe you don't like them. Maybe you don't like the way they treat you. Maybe if you got all of these issues with them that's keeping you from, because that's supposed to be an ecosystem y'all got. Y'all supposed to be able to come together and solve some shit. Y'all supposed to be able to come together and y'all's knowing, like, and we won't get into the blind spots because I'm going to go off on a tangent. Men tell their women, other women are bad influence, jealous. And that's because, like, if we're friends, one of the things that I've noticed about friendship, especially since I've been studying friendship and vetting a large group of women in this season of my life, is we supposed to yin and yang. Like, if we have the same blind spots, we probably not compatible. You could, if me and you friends and you can see my blind spots, you're a gift to me. But what happens is, if a man is a woman's blind spot, if he know, because people be knowing when they standing in your blind spots. Because this happens to me a lot. Somebody will know they're standing in your blind spot. I'll come over there and I'll be like, I'm a problem. I wasn't supposed to say, I either wasn't supposed to see that, because I'm supposed to have the same blind spots as you, or I wasn't supposed to say nothing, because I'm supposed to be minding my business. My curiosity is not supposed to be serving my intuition. Again, we supposed to be, if you really locked in is not, we the same. Locked in is this. Locked in is this. You're going this way, I'm going this way. Together, we're going somewhere. Excuse me. Anyway, if your friends, so like all my friends can see into my blind spots to the point where it drive me crazy. It drive me crazy. It drive me crazy. It drive me crazy. Like I can't even get stable. Like, girl, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot, blind spot. Okay. That's why people be like, I don't have friends. You don't need nobody around you that can see into your blind spots. So you gonna have to get your ass to work. You gonna have to jump up and get to work. You gonna always be at work if you got people around who give a fuck about you and can see into your blind spots. And I'm gonna tell you something. You don't want to hear this. This is why people don't believe in friendship. This is why people just choose to stay loners. It is important to the morale of the friendship. Hold on, y'all. They're asking me to do the puzzle piece thing. It's important to the morale of your friendship. Story of my life, none of my friends, boyfriends, or husbands don't like me because they are not good men. You can see into their blind spots. And what happens is, in friendship, you guys are supposed to be products of each other's wisdom and experience. I hate to break that to you. I know you don't want to hear that. But you are supposed to be products of each other's wisdom and experience. If you love and respect each other the way you supposed to, y'all supposed to be products of each other's wisdom and experience. Hate that for you. I know you would hate that because it's but it helps. It brings y'all together. This has always been the case for me. Nobody, boyfriend or husband like me. I just tell, and here's my thing. People want me over their house. Like, oh, come over. Come over. I be like, I'm not coming over there, girl. I'm gonna make your husband mad. When Usher said, don't bring your girl around, please. Don't bring your girl around me. True player for real. Girl, I done been in. She gonna leave you. Keep me out your house. Keep me out away. I don't even need my eyes on your stuff. Because, girl, I done championed so many divorces. I hate to say it like this. Breakups and divorces. I have driven a wedge between so many punk bitches and women who don't know no better. I have been a problem. Divorces. I can't be bothered with the children. The children will be okay. I don't care about your mama. I don't care about your daddy. I don't care about your Lord. I don't care about your husband. I don't care about your children. I care about you. If you are well loved and well watered, everybody else will be all right. Good morning. And stand together for children is lazy. It will be a gift to your daughters specifically to see their mama get a new life during their childhood and to experience their mama basically move to an entirely different planet. If your mama ain't never showed you how to get, man, I seen my mama get rid of her mama. Hey, Rami Day, my mama got rid of her mama in the middle of a sentence. I said, oh. And the reason why is because she used to talk stupid to her mama. I had never met her mama before. My first time meeting my mama's mama, I was 7 years old. Lord. I know that's right, Valerie. Girl, they will not be peeing no comments. They do not see it for me. I tell the people, hey, Samaya, I can't care not what all them other folks doing unless it's impacting you. I care what they doing. I care. That's why I'm like, if your husband is a shitbag, that's my business. How is it your depression is my business? Your pregnancy is my business. But your husband ain't. You don't want me to put that bitch under a microscope? Very telling. Very telling that I can't put your man under a microscope. You don't have him under a microscope. Somebody need to put him under a microscope, don't they? If they did it, girl, anyway, it's going to be your business eventually. That's why I'm like, I'm going to have to carry this. Anyway, you going to make me carry it tomorrow. Let me pick a little bit of my load up today. Let me get a little bit today. You're going to make it my problem anyway. So since he is my problem, again, and two things either happen. Me and the girl break up. Her and a nigga break up. That's what happened. We break up. Me and her. She choose him over. And it's not that she choose him over me, but it's like, you can't trust women. Friends ain't shit. Women ain't shit. Women knows it. Women, all these things, girl. And you got somebody living in your house washing your brain. I don't have a chance in heaven or hell with you, do I? I'm just checking in on you. We just going to lunch every now and then. Celebrating our birthdays together. And he washing your brain. Y'all got children together. And the thing is, raising a child together, y'all's brains kind of got to get all intertwined anyway, so y'all can get along in front of this person y'all raising. I don't have a chance in heaven or hell with you. Bye, love. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hope I don't see you on the news. Hope I don't see you on the news. They were looking for my loved one for 18 months. They was looking for her for 18 months and found her in a ditch. Her remains in a ditch. My business. It would have taken them 18 months to find her remains. If she had to open her goddamn mouth. If she had made her business the business of the people around her. 18 months. They're like, oh no, they happily married. They looked at her husband one time and didn't look back over there because she going around lying on him because the elders was at her bridal shower telling her to keep her business in her home. Because her elders, her aunts, and her grandmother, people that she probably should have got away from a long time ago, telling her to keep her business in the home. $18 months remains. They checked on the husband, girl, and then looked after. Then was bothering everybody else. Cause they just, I don't know, it's no problem. He's a great guy. Someone would have noticed she was missing. Someone did notice she was missing. It took them 18 months to find her. They looked for her for 18 months. Peace, reflection. They won't let me pin no comment. Elders be the worst. They call me disrespectful because I call Granny and TT them out every time. The only reason why it's disrespectful is because they needed to address their elders. I say this to them all the time. I say this to my mother-in-law. I say this to all. I don't deal with my grandmama, but I do have grandmamas that I have to fucking deal with because my loved ones won't get rid of their raglass grandmamas. And so because I love my loved ones, I see about their grandmamas. When I go over there and sit and drink wine with them, and they crying because nobody want to come visit them, they crying because nobody want nothing to do with their ass, they crying and complaining and crying and complaining. And it's like they don't like how you treat them. And the only reason why you feel like they should come over here and visit you is because you let your elders make you feel obligated. Your elders could act all kind of ignorant, and you didn't do anything about it. You didn't address them. You didn't stand up for yourself, and you still labor for them. And so what happens is the elders be looking forward to getting old so that they can be trash bags and people still have to do what they say. They can be trash bags and people still come visit them because they did that for their elders. And the only reason why they feel, again, they feel entitled to it is because their elders did it to them. And it's like, if you let your elders do it and you didn't address your elders, you're championing my oppression. Because when you looked at your elders and you saw that and you saw and I can't let you treat me like this. I can't let you treat me like this because when the young ones, I can't let you do me like this because that's my thing. When I realized how my mama, my grandmama, and my aunties were, when I got grown, I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna let you do this to me now. And it's like if the other people around you let you do it to them, congratulations to you, because at least you got some people to stomp down on. But I'm bright and shiny. You want to be able to stomp down on me, don't you? Never. You want to be able, if you can stomp down on me, you'll be the winner. You'll be the girl. You'll have a big shiny jewel in your crown, won't you? If you can stomp down on me, never. Never. I will drag you by your wig into the woods and you can face Baba Yaga. You can face a harsh winter and then we'll talk. But see, you don't even have the nuts to get dragged into the woods and face Baba Yaga, do you? You won't be stomping down on me. I'll be doing Baba Yaga a great disservice if I let you stomp down on me. And you won't even go into the dark. You won't even go into the deep dark pressures. Don't even stomp down on me. Yeah, okay, y'all got it. Anyway, I don't play those games, girl. I don't play those games at all. And I'd be glad to go visit. They'd be like, I'm good. I was gonna come visit. I was gonna come sit with you and talk some shit. I'm good. But you be complaining because nobody come see you. Let me come see you, elder. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm sleepy anyway. I know you're tired now. I know you're tired, love. Let me know if you want to stop by. Best way to protect yourself from it is to not do it to yourself. Yeah, because you can notice it. You notice it quicker. You notice when somebody is doing it to you. That's why those gaslighters think they be getting away with the gaslighting. Bitch, you gaslight yourself. So when I be like, you're gaslighting me, you're gonna be like, no, I'm not. Because you don't even know it's natural. The gaslighting is natural. It washes over you. Like natural. It's natural. So when I be like, I don't appreciate you doing this. I don't appreciate you doing this. And you be like, I don't know what you're talking about. You just as confused as me. The reason why I cannot speak to you about my confusion, bitch, is because you confused. My friend Valerie, who can see clean into my blind spots, be like, were you more clear or were you confused? I don't know. Bye, Carlissa. Bye. I can't. Just don't worry about it. Get off my phone. Those gaslighters be gaslighting, girl. Anyway, hi somebody, did I speak to you? If I didn't, I'm sorry. Oh, you went to Ole Miss and Howard Law? You ain't to be played with. You ain't to be played with? Ma'am, you're not to be played with? Oh, she said, no, not at all. Got it. Got it. Thank you. Hey, fly girl, Faye. Anyway, you gotta get the fuck away from all them ignorant ass people. Forever. Moved into a big girl apartment. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. How old are you? Hey, Coach T. We in here talking about, have you made it to chapter 6? Hey, exclusiveness birthday twin. I'm putting the Tuscan butterbean recipe in the Patreon this weekend. You turn 30 in November. A good age. Hey, the writer's perspective. A personal story about setting boundaries with family and elders. Hey, I said, hey, that sounds good. You haven't made it yet? Okay. I feel like I've been talking about everything but what I came up here to talk about. But the book is what's happening in chapter 6. It is a book club. It's a lot of things, but it is a book club also. This is not a book club. This is just me in a live stream rambling. This is just me in a live stream rambling. I finished chapter 6 yesterday. Chapter 6 is about the ugly looking. This is what I'm going to do because I don't even know what do you need to do to catch up. I don't even know what to tell you. Hold on. Can somebody tell her what you think she might be able to do to catch up? It's no way to catch up. This is what, okay. It's no way to catch up. I will say, about to try and finish chapter 6 on my lunch break. You added your book to do, okay, so when you do purchase the book, read the introduction. If it don't grab you, close it and put it back on the bookshelf, girl, because it ain't time. Because people, I be in a line at the grocery store. I be everywhere, like, singing this book's praises. There's a girl that I bump into at Kroger. She be reading hers every time I check out when I go to the store. And then there's some people that never, ever, 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 ever. And it's like, if you haven't picked it up, if I tell you to look, open this book, because I'm looking at you and I can tell you, it's on an audio book on Spotify. The audio book is not the same. There is no place you can go to listen to it in audiobook form and get all the tea. There are just some things that Dr. ST speaks to you about personally. You got to get in with that pen and highlight. It's a textbook. It's a textbook. It's a textbook. You need your notebook. You need your highlighter. You need your little page labels. Again, a textbook. This ain't no bitch ass situation. And again, totally fine. If tea is not the season for you to be stretched in this way, find a holy word. Because you know what? I learned a week after reading on Kim, you need that hard copy. You need that hard copy. You need that hard copy. You want to write these words into your DNA, girl. You never want to forget what this lady had done told you. I had a brain fart. What was we talking about? Oh, it's a textbook. This ain't nothing to play with. Ain't nothing like a hard copy. It's like that order. And here's the thing. If it don't grab you, because I told you, I knew this was for me. What'd she say? Hold on, let me just. She said something in chapter 6 that was like, oh, well, she was talking about the swans, having the ugly duckling saw the swans ascend up into the sky and fly away, and the ugly duckling felt these feelings like, why did that grab me like that? Why did that mean something to me? And when you get further along in the story, you learn that was their people. Women who wrote, that was his people. And so when I just looked at the cover and it said venerates the female soul, I was like, venerate the female soul. I was like, venerates the female soul. I was like, Go on. And then in the foreword, she said, the shadow of the wild woman lurks behind us during our days and in our nights. And see, here's my thing. The people that made me into a problem since I got here. You too loud. You too tall. You too rambunctious. You got too much to say. You're too curious. You're too interested in everything and everyone. You ask too many questions. You want too much information. You know too much. You rely too much on how you feel. You're a problem. You need proof. You need proof. You need to value that proof. And it's like, sometimes that proof be an illusion, girl, because it's like, it take years for you to establish proof. When you felt it, that's the thing that be fucking me up. Because it's like, we already felt this. We waiting on proof, bitch. And we already felt it. That's not fair. That's not fair. And so she came through the door and was like, the shadow of the wild woman lurks behind us during our days and in our nights. No matter where we are, the shadow trots behind us. The shadow that trots behind us is definitely 4-footed. And they will make you into a problem for being a little wild, girl. I said, oh, these my people. When I read that, those swans flew. I said, oh my God. And then, this is when it fucked me up because I was already being banged around. I go over to Patreon. Now, we made that little bitch ass group chat just to discuss. We was talking about bell hooks and communion a while ago. When I opened up that Patreon and all my folks was getting banged around, those swans was flying up into the... I said, these my folks. These my folks. And it's so funny because when we get together in real life, when all of these things go on, and I'm like, these my people, ain't it? Then I read The Ugly Duckling. I said, geez, Louise. Anyway, the first page, this is what I'm saying. It may not be, this is what I mean by the introduction. If she don't grab you when when she walked through the door, you supposed to feel like she didn't even put her goddamn purse down, lower hip. Hold on, like you opened it up just to see what she was talking about, and you realize she done started before you. She done started class before you. She done started class before you, and you late. You late. You didn't got none of your shit together. You was playing. She walked through the door. She said, wildlife and wild woman are both endangered species. So that hit me. Because again, too loud, too tall, too rambunctious, too curious. Kicked in the door, waving of the 4-4. They filtered your comment. Dr. Clarissa said, sit down, you're late. Just behind on the first day. Girl, that's why I was like, Samaya, just go, girl. You got to just begin. Because I felt like, listen, Samaya, this is what I mean. I felt like I was late. When I opened the door, I was like, oh, class already going on? Class already happening? She said, wildlife and wild woman are both endangered species. I said, oh. I'm about to give me an education. Over time, we have seen the feminine instinctive nature looted, driven back, and overbuilt. You say you've been grown since you was a child. Somebody in here said they was driving since 11. You ain't had no kind of childhood. Looted, driven back, and overbuilt. She finna start talking to you about the building blocks. How does one become looted, driven back, and overbuilt? For long periods of time, it has been mismanaged like wildlife and wildlands for several thousand years. As soon and as often as we turn our backs, we turn our backs, it is relegated to the poorest land in the psyche. Unfortunately, listen, argue with me down. I'm willing to argue with you about this. I immediately thought about Shira 7. The poorest land in the psyche. The spiritual lands of wild woman have throughout history been plundered or burned. Dens bulldozed and natural cycles forced into unnatural rhythms to please others. You're too loud. You're too big. You're too rambunctious. You're too curious. You're too this. You're too this. You're too this. You're too this. You're too every fucking thing. Too much. You don't fit into this cage. Can't put nothing wild in a cage. And don't they need you in a cage? Don't they need for you these to be the poorest, you to be what do I always say about the hell of the psyche? Anyway, it don't matter. They want you to be stupid, ignorant. The understanding of our own inner nature fades. All forests and all women are viewed as not very important resources, erroneously reputed to ingracious, holy, and innately dangerous and ravenous. Baba Yaga. She just reads. She said, that's why I'm trying to find something different than this job. I'm bigger than this. Does this change? Does it help change behavior or accept yourself for who you are? Both. That's why every time I read something, let's do this, because when I did think about you, when we read chapter 6, because I kept thinking when you told me your sister burned your house down, that it was probably stuff going on with you and your intuition that was telling you needed to get the fuck away from her a lot longer, like a long time before she burned your shit down. Her burning your shit down was not an isolated incident. It was probably all kind of stuff she was doing that would, if your psyche hadn't been disempowered, if people hadn't been spending your life turning you off from your things that tingle and that communicate to you, if your alarm bells wasn't going off 24/7 to the point where, if your alarm bells are always going, that's another reason why you got to get the fuck away from people. Because if your alarm bells was going off your whole life, when you invite somebody new into your life and they make your alarm bells go off because your alarm bells was going off anyway, you don't see a problem. But you have to get the fuck away from these people to silence the alarm bells. Because when you finally get the alarm bells to shut the fuck up and the ringing in your ears to stop, now you can acknowledge danger and harm much better, because the alarm bells go to sounding. Like if the alarm bells got quiet and the ringing in your ears stopped, because years of alarm bells ringing in your head, it takes years to silence those. Like just the ringing in your ears. Hey, let your light shine. So the alarm bells go off, the ringing in your ear stops, and then along comes your sister. It's like, oh, bitch, you gotta go. You can't be. I don't know if my alarm bell's going off because you're a danger to my children. I don't know if my alarm bells are going off because I'm a danger. And again, was you holding the line for proof that she wasn't worth a shit, and you end up getting your house burnt down? That's why I was like, proof is dangerous. I hate to say that to you as a woman in this world. I hate to say this to you, but hell. I do think Woo Lady is alluring too. The only difference between Woo Lady and Shira 7 is that Woo Lady knows she a gutter snipe. Woo Lady is not parading around like she not a gutter snipe. That's what I like about her. She not pretending like she not a gutter snipe. You know? Anyway. And sometimes you take more than you should for the sake of trying to keep community. That ain't community though. That's familiarity. That's familiarity. That's not community. That's what a lot of people mistake familiarity for community, because even with this endeavor we're building on a Patreon, people make friendships She knows and accepts what she is. People partner up, make friends with people. This is familiar. Like, we have two different types of friendships being created here. People you used to, like, you just got away from your mama, and you just got away from your harmful friend group, and you just got away from your retarded ex. You just got away from your ignorant ass boyfriend. You have to be careful. As soon as you come out of all of that, you have to be careful about the friends you make. You read the hell out of me. My mentor was from Mississippi and went to Howard Law. Familiar. Jesus. Familiar. And I'm going to tell you something. You should be looking for a yin and yang. You should never be like, if somebody is too much like you have to be careful with that, because sometimes people have studied you and they're mirroring you because you are like you. That's what happens to me a lot. Like, the people who see into my blind spots be like, this person is mirroring you. You like yourself. It's very obvious that you like yourself. You exude the personality of somebody who likes themselves. You have the personality of somebody who likes themselves. All somebody got to do is mirror you back to you, girl, and you having a fabulous time. And I'll be like, oh my God, that was great. They be like, that's what my ex did. I'm definitely a vibe. They called it, what, Alicia? They called it a warlock. Is that what they call it, Alicia? When the boys do that to the girls, where they steal their personalities. It takes so much energy to be trying to figure everyone out, though. Wow, I never thought of it like that. He was a warlock. It takes so much energy to be trying to figure everyone out, though. If you polish it up, if you polish this tool, the sharper the tool gets, the less harder it will be. If it's just hard. Thank you, Robin. It's just hard because your tool is dull. You ever tried to cut a piece of meat, a raw piece of beef with a dull knife? It's hard because the tool is not sharp. The sharper the tool is, the easier it is to cut. The easier people show you who they are. You don't have to do the mental gymnastics. And that's what I was going to say. Like, it's not hard to acknowledge people's in their fuck shit. It's, especially if you're alarmed, if you done did the work of, if you have gotten away, because it is like a little, this is what I talk to young ones about in one-on-ones. I'm going to immediately come through the door and listen to all the people you need to be getting the fuck away from. I don't play about that. Like, I'm not talking to you. You want to talk to me about your little ugly boyfriend? You want to talk to me about school? You want to talk to me, what do you think I should be doing with? I don't want to talk about life goals, life plans, future. I don't give a fuck if you're in medical school. I don't give a fuck if you are an astronaut. Let's talk about the people you got around me. Let's discuss environment. Let's discuss environment. Let's discuss environment and ecosystems. Let's talk about bitch ass community and family first. Because if you got a bunch of losers around you, you got a bunch of people around you that tolerate you, that you're tolerating, that don't see if you, I don't give a fuck if it's your mom. It's 53 of us in here. It's a few of us in here that have been in one-on-ones with me. If I done told you to get the fuck away from your mama, put a red rose in the chat. Hell, there's people that ain't even had one-on-ones with me. I done told them to get the fuck away from that mama. If I've told you to get the fuck away from that regular ass mammy, you would put a red. I don't care about your mother, especially if she's mistreating you. I don't give a fuck about your mama, especially if she drives a wedge between you and your intuition. I don't give a fuck about your mama if she's conspiring to let the fire go out. I don't give a fuck about her ass. Hey, Ash. I don't care. You care more about your mama than me? Cheers to you. But again, I told you I saw my mama jump up in the middle of a sentence and get rid of her mama. And it didn't do her no, it actually, I seen it make her life better. What would you have me to do? Drive a wedge between you and your siblings, and you talking that good talk, letting the fire go out, keep the peace, keeping the peace, get them out of here forever, and Merry Christmas. Let's have a segue. So I did help to raise my brother. I raised him. I raised him for my mama. My mama didn't know what to do with no boy child. I asked for a sibling. She had me to raise him. I raised him. I was entitled. I did feel entitled to a great deal of I did feel entitled to him being successful. I did feel entitled to him being well loved and well watered in his life. He had got a wonderful education. I sacrificed a lot in his childhood and his experience with college to see to it that he lived a very well loved and well watered life, just for him to crawl around in the ditch and find him a partner, yank her up out of a ditch, and commence to sharing his life with her. Now, I have no issue with the girl coming up out of a ditch, because we all been in a ditch once or whatever. But she focused all her attention on getting knocked up and getting married. And it's like, you're a young woman in this world. You should not be focusing on this. You're a young woman in this world. You should not be focusing on this. And I can't see this. I shouldn't be able to see all the ways that y'all are abandoning yourselves, neglecting yourselves, mistreating yourselves and each other. Y'all should not be together. And that's hard for me, because I will tell you, you got your sights set on somebody, and I will tell them, you don't have no business over there. I will tell you that. The problem with this girl is, you think I'm jealous. Because you know how those girls do. My sister-in-law, my mother-in-law are jealous of me because I have him and they ain't want him. Girl, I don't want your man. That's my brother. I do want him to live. I got a lot invested over there. I want him to be okay. And him being with you, he is not okay. You want me to lie to myself and you? You need to be pursuing your life. You should not be getting married. The girl had 4 kids by the time she was 27. Was eager to be bogged down by marriage and family, and don't know what the fuck she doing. And so I'm like, young one, this is not it. You don't listen. Okay, you make me into a problem because this is what I think and believe. I gotta love your kids and love this chaos you got going on. And I think you should be seeing the world. I don't think you should be chasing behind my brother, but because it's me and it's my brother, you think I got a personal thing. I don't think y'all should be together. I think y'all are harmful for each other. The shit that my brother pulls me into dark corners and tells me about you, bitch, I do think y'all should break up. You keep getting knocked up to hold your spot, bitch. You need to see the world. And it's enraging me watching this girl do this. And it's a nightmare because I love the children, love my brother, love women in this world. You don't love yourself, it's very hard for me to love you, and you don't love yourself because I'm hard on women. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. I'm not holding space for you. Grow up. I don't feel sorry for you. That your mama I don't care about none of that. You went to college to lurk around and find you a husband? You're a loser. And you want me to keep with you? Meanwhile, you don't know what you're doing. And your husband is always complaining. And I can feel the energy off of y'all. You really need to get the fuck away from each other. And you swear everything is okay, I can feel that it's not. You asking me to ignore these major parts of myself to accommodate your fuck shit. Because you want to self-abandon. You want to self-neglect. You want to lie to yourself and me. And because I love your kids, and because I love my brother, I'm supposed to shut the fuck up, ain't it? And you holding that over me because you want to be my friend, girl. You're using my brother because you want to be my friend. That's what those people do. That's why I don't let people inherit me, because you will get involved with somebody I love and you will think you can just inherit me. Fuck you, bitch, forever. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. My brother will run away from home and come over here and not answer his phone and hide and be miserable, and it got me feeling some type of way. And it's like, you want me to pretend like you didn't just run away from home. You want me to pretend like you not miserable over there. I grew up in the house with you. Here's my problem. If I spend too much time with you, my mama taught me that. You know what I'm saying? Having a crazy ass mama, you study the energy. You can tell by people's footsteps they're not having a good day. All I got to do is look upon his precious face and see how oppressed and miserable and uncomfortable he is. You want me to be nice to you? My brother live intimately with you, bitch, and he miserable? Fuck you. I got to be fake, though, to accommodate my brother. I'm making a point. Let me stop with the snarking out. I done got rid of these people. One day in the live stream, we having a conversation about siblings. Because that's what happened when I came up here. I started having conversations. I started being curious, asking questions, making connections, holding space for other people that's got dumbass in-laws and shit, and siblings that self-abandon and don't see you. And I'm having a conversation with my people, you know? They been lurking around in my live streams. Now, mind you, I done said to both of them, no men, I've been blocked the bitch because I'm like, I don't engage on social media with people that I know. My friends, balls to the wall, support me. Everybody else be monitoring me. Get out. I don't want to deal with you on social media. If you want to have that fake ass relationship, that little fake ass internet relationship we got, we do that on Facebook, don't we? But because I don't be on Facebook no more and you eager to monitor me, you come over here to TikTok, don't you? And sit and hate watch me. Why? You skinny grin in my face. You buy Christmas gifts for my child and then hate watch me on TikTok. Fuck y'all. Anyway, so I got their anniversary day wrong. He texted me, actually, I didn't marry a white woman on Juneteenth. That's not my anniversary. Okay. I said, okay, y'all. My bad. I got the anniversary wrong. I don't know what the fuck's getting into you. I'm free. I'm having conversations with people that know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm having conversations with people that make me feel like I'm not goddamn crazy. I'm having conversations with people and it's like, that's the internet. The internet's not real. Stranger danger. Familiar danger. Family danger. Now what? You safe? You're not safe for yourself. You're definitely not safe for me. You don't know how to choose a partner. You don't know how to choose yourself. I can't take notes from you, can I? I don't have nobody in my house treating me like shit and using up all my resources and being mean to me and being passive aggressive with me. I don't have nobody in my house doing me like that. Martha Divine, it's so funny that you say that because I lived on this earth for 7 years, just me and my mama. The very first time in my life I was ever in danger, the first time in my life I was ever harmed, it was when I got around family. So I have a really fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So don't talk to me. Like those of you who have beautiful, wonderful, fabulous, congratulations to you. I'm not talking to you. But the first time I ever got in danger, the first time my shit ever got fucked up and all my shit started getting all disturbed was when my people started putting me around family, when I started going around my daddy people. Anyway, let me make my point. Me and my brother I laid my shit bare. And they say don't bleed out on the internet because they make people treat you like prey. But I played out on the internet that day. Me and my brother had a full-blown argument in a live stream. He texted my phone. I'm reading the comments. Because you think you finna, what? What you think you finna do? You don't run nothing. You don't even run your own shit. You think you finna come? Anyway, I end the live stream and go off and have a private conversation because I feel I'm getting ready to lay all your shit bare and you would hate that. I'm a liar. I'm passive aggressive. I'm stewing. I've gotten so mean since my mama died. So hateful. All I do is fester. My mama's dead. My mama dropped dead when my baby was in the NICU. The only reason why I had a child is because I would have the support of my mother. She would drop dead while my child was in the NICU. So now I'm on my own. I am mad. What else? I'm a liar. You want to know, we had this conversation. When you love people, when you try to maintain connection and community with people who lie to themselves, you have to be a liar in order to get along. Because when I was coming over there being like, you're young, the whole world is your oyster, young one. You're a woman in this world. Explore. You're a woman in this world. Be beautiful. Explore. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a problem. So I come over there and tell you what you want to hear. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. Merry Christmas. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. Merry Christmas. Yes, I'll keep the children. No, I'm fine with this. Sure, I'd love to come over your house for the afternoon. Yes. No. Yes. Yes, being agreeable when you know I don't agree with this shit. You know I don't agree with this shit. And I'm being agreeable. So yes, I'm a liar. I was like, these people don't know you. I said the sad part is, the thing that breaks my heart is, these people actually get a more authentic version of me than you, because I can be honest with them. I can be honest with myself with them. I can be honest with them with them. We can be honest together. That's a nightmare for me because I've been knowing you my whole life. I would love to be able to have this experience with you, but I cannot, because when you come over here and you cry to me about your fuck shit, and then when you leave and go back into your life, back into the illusion, I also have to, come on, Valerie, I also have to go back into the illusion. And so me living in an illusion with you, having all the information I have, I am a liar, aren't I? Aren't I? And you can call me a liar in front of your wife because you have told me things you can't admit to her, haven't you? Just make me into a lie. I am passive aggressive. You want to know why? Because when I'm fully aggressive, I'm a problem. Good morning, Darlena. When I come through the door, balls to the wall, letting you know what time it is, I'm a problem. So I have to be passively aggressive, don't I? So that I can go unnoticed. Because I can't be fake. That's my issue. In order to survive in your world, I have to be an inauthentic peace reflection. Happy Venus Day and things. Anyway, let me stop some talking now. My heart broke. I done lost my brother and my mama in 3 years. My heart broke. Let's go back to the young ones. You got to be willing to give everybody. Oh, my brother was my best friend in the whole wide world. You got to be willing to give. My mama dropped dead in the middle of a goddamn sentence, bitch. You got to be willing to get rid of anybody at any time, or you ain't gonna make it. Write that down. Get it on a tattoo. You have to be willing to get rid of anybody at any time, or you're not gonna make it. And everybody needs to know that. And they will try to shame you for that too. You will just, yes! You're not gonna shame, because people will shame you for that to keep you from doing it to them. Fuck you forever. Forever. Even the last conversation I asked my brother a couple of years before that, you need to get rid of me because everything you say about me is true. And I'm having a hard time not doing this. Everything you say about, like I always held space for my brother's complaints about me. You need to get rid of me. You want to put me in a box so that I can stay over there. I can't get in this box you asked me to get in. I can't get in this box. That's why I wept reading chapter 6, because Dr. S.C. said, if they need you to get in a box, they're not your people. If you got to drive yourself crazy to exist inside of their lives, that's not your people. If you got to lie, cheat, and steal to be over there, those not your people. If you feel uncomfortable, if you can't emerge, if you can't stretch, if you can't be honest, if you can't talk loud, if you can't be rambunctious, them ain't your people. It don't matter if y'all look, like me and that thing, twins. And have a fabulous time together. Anyway, this is not even about him. That day, I got off the live stream, had an icky conversation with my brother, and I said these words. Everything you said about me is true. There's no opportunity for me to repair here because you don't have the time. And what I mean by that is this. We couldn't even hold a weekly lunch appointment. We couldn't hold a bi-weekly lunch appointment. We couldn't hold a lunch appointment for once a month. He couldn't hold it. Every time I was trying to spend time with you to keep our relationship intact, you don't have time. You always got to cancel. Oh my God, did something happen? He made Sir a booklet. I never stop telling this story. He made Sir a booklet for his first birthday of like all these little activities he was going to do with him. A year's worth of activities for Sir. Museum, zoo, walk in the park, hang out, all of these things. That book's still sitting there. He sent all kind of shit to my house, little swings and stuff to install in Sir's room. He ain't never come over here to put none of that. His children, I have most of the videos and the pictures in my phone is of the relationship that he asked me to build with his children. And us being together, me being all over his house and skinning and grinning his regular ass piece of shit ass white face just so I can hang out with the children and build my relationship. Because I love them kids. Those of you who be like, you can't love my kids if you don't love me, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. I can think of, you can be a girl, I know you, that ain't got nothing to do with me. These are new humans. Because I know how people are, I know how eventually they're going to have to get the fuck away from you anyway. I don't liken those children to you. You tether to them. They're not, girl, those kids are not tethered to you. And if you raise them to think they are, you fucking them up. Anyway, every year I made them like a little birthday documentary. I was a fabulous auntie. That's why I was like, my auntie privilege. You gotta be willing to get rid of everybody. Because people do use their children. People do use their children to stay. I know you ain't. My children are too precious. I know you're not gonna get rid of me because you love my kids too much. Oh, I'm finna show you some. And I hate what I'm finna have to show you. Anyway, let me make my point. The relationship is no opportunities for repair here. You don't even have time to stop and go to lunch once a month. No opportunities for repair because you don't make time for this relationship anyway. I'm grieving my nieces and nephews more than my sisters. Me too. The little pictures show up in my slideshow every goddamn day. It's more pictures showing up of them in I just weep for them. I'm with them. That's what I was like. I'm willing to cry for you and your children. Hate that for you because you so distracted by the fuck shit that's going on in your house, you haven't even been able to grieve your mama. I've been grieving my mama. That's the reason why I know I can grieve you and your children because I've already been grieving my mother. Have you? You haven't? Oh, well, you losing me? You finna lose everything, aren't you? Anyway, me saying, you gotta get rid of me. You gotta get rid of me. He like, I just lost my mama. I can't lose my sister. Yeah, because you haven't built no relationship with Grievous. Your mama dropped dead because you got a hellion in your house. You can't grieve your mama because the hellion in your house hated your mama, didn't she? You can't weep for your mother in her house, can you? Oh, okay. Anyway. I'm a little bit more sad that my brother bailed on being an uncle than about me too. That's why I was like, I resent my brother more for how he did Sir. I was absolutely eager to be his enemy because of the way he did Sir Self. Left him in the dust. The same thing you would ask me to do, you would ask me for the same time, care, and respect for your children. You couldn't give it to mine. Fuck you. Let me make my point because I can snark out about that nigga forever. I'm so mad at him. My heart so broke. Anyway, so that day I got off the live stream saying my little things. There's no opportunities for repair here. Blocked him and that little punk bitch he was living with and with the fuck on. I get on the Patreon. People are like, you all right? What? Because that was a lot. It's 64 of us in here. I know Valerie was there because Valerie is a big part of this. Anybody else was in that live stream? Oh, my visibility has been restricted, girl. Sorry. If you was in that live stream, can you give us a red rose in the chat? I just want to see if anybody else was in here. I know Just Thinking was in there because she sent me a DM. It was like, oh my God, girl, are you alive? Is everything okay? Naturally, Rashida was there. I know Valerie was there. Lauren, I think you got too hot for Lauren. I think Lauren had to go. I think Lauren was in there at first. And then I started talking about my brother marrying a white woman on Juneteenth. I think she had to go. You taught me a new word. A hellion, girl. Anyway, so I get on Patreon and Valerie was like, that was a lie. I just wrote a Substack on this. I got your back. on Juneteenth. He said, "Don't you got my anniversary wrong?" My bad. It was a parade going on for the black people. It was red, black, and green going on downtown. Maybe I got the day wrong. It was still a parade going on that weekend. Anyway, but that's what people do when they make you into a liar. They take the smallest little details of the story and be like, "See? Yep, I did you right. I lied about your anniversary. Lord help me. You think that's going to discredit me? Okay, discredited me. Let's move on. I don't need my credibility. Your life will tell it. I don't need to say another thing. Your life will tell it. When the people run into you in Costco and they're like, "Oh, I'm so worried about him," that'll tell it, won't it? Anyway, I'm off him. Let's move on to the more important parts of the story. Valerie wrote a Substack. I read the Substack. It made me weep. Shortly thereafter, your life will tell it now. You can call me a liar. You can put a billboard on a highway and just be like, "Liar, messy," and this life will still tell it. Still tell it. Because I can tell the truth in my house. Can you? If I tell in my days and in my nights and you can't, who's the liar, young one? Oh. Anyway. Chapter 6 mostly discusses winter, the contrast between winter and spring. Winter being this season of your life where you're not understood, nothing feels right, even though, I'll just read some excerpts from the winter. Girl children who display a strong instinctive nature often experience significant suffering early in life. From the time they are babies, they are taken captive, domesticated, told they are wrong-headed and improper. Their wildest nature show up early. They are curious, artful, and have gentle eccentricities of various sorts. Ones that, if developed, will constitute the basis for their creativity for the rest of their lives. Considering that the creative life is the soul's food and water, this basic development is excruciatingly crucial. The basic self of the psyche is wounded early on. A girl begins to believe the negative images her family and culture reflect back to her about herself. Winter. Are not only totally true, but are also totally free of bias, opinion, and personal preference. The girl begins to believe that she is weak, ugly, unacceptable, and that this will continue to be true no matter how hard she tries to reverse it. If the child is wildish, she may unfortunately be subjected to her parents' attempts at psychic surgery over and over again, making me into a liar after you done already told me the truth, making me into a liar after you done already showed me the truth. Lord help me, for they are trying to remake her, and more so, trying to change what her soul requires of her. Winter. The winter. She may have been so tortured by her family and her culture that she cannot imagine herself worthy of touching the hem of the radiant mother archetype that accompanies new motherhood. A mother must be mothered into mothering her own offspring. Though a woman has an inalienable spiritual and physical bond with her offspring in the world of the instinctual wild woman, she does not just suddenly become a fully formed temporal mother all by herself. Listen. Let's go. Let's move on. I done got off task. I want to talk to you about the mistaken Zyco, because that's when the shit start going down. If you have lived your life as an outsider, as slightly odd or different person, if you are a loner, one who lives at the edge of the mainstream, you have suffered. Yet there also comes a time to roll away from all of that, to experience a different vantage point, to immigrate back to the land of one's own kind. Immigrate back to the land of one's own kind. Let's switch. I go into the Patreon after this conversation with my brother, where I done got rid of my brother, and I'm just weeping and yelling and weeping and yelling, and oh my God, I'm a shitbag. Oh my God, I made my brother feel so bad. I feel so bad. We feel so bad. Oh my God, this is a nightmare. I go into the Patreon, I read Valerie's Substack. I'm stuck here. This was a very traumatizing week for me because I got rid of somebody. I abandoned him, is what he kept saying. Like, you gonna abandon me like you abandoned everybody else? Yes. Having to make peace with it, having to work that in. I am the elder sister to a younger sibling I aggressively mishandled. For whatever reason. And there was no opportunity for repair. I had to leave the relationship. There's nothing I can do. You don't have time. Your spouse can't stand me. I can't stand her. We need to be separate. We don't need to try to spend holidays together. We don't need to try to bring out... First of all, you don't give a fuck about yourself. I resent you for this. I need to go on. You need to go on. And I said, we don't have... My mama didn't know how to be no sister, brother, cook. Our people don't know how to be family. Our people don't know how to be in healthy relationships with their family. We don't have no guide. We got to get the fuck on. I think Valerie had a live stream later on that day, and she was talking about her experience. She was having a similar experience with her older sister in the same week. I sat in Valerie live stream and wept because I saw Valerie, but I felt my brother. Valerie had the exact same experience, but I was her older sister. I'm Valerie's sister. Valerie had the exact, and that's my brother. Listening to her speak, I couldn't deny it. I'm like, oh, I am a shitbag about this. This is hard, but I kept asking, how did we get like this? Because we can't fix it. Some shit is not fixable. How did we get like this? And we both kind of went back and forth in live streams for a while in the Patreon, reading each other's words. It was a very heavy week. But the most beautiful thing about it was, this is a stranger to me. And I felt at home with her. And the trauma did not bond us. It was the getting out of there. Being willing to feel the ick of it. And we went through it at the same time. Anyway, that always resonated with me. And then we had a conversation. The conversation started at 5 a.m. We were still talking at lunchtime. And we was working like, she telling her story from her position. I'm telling my story from my position. She's seeing things from her sister's perspective. I'm seeing things from my brother's perspective. And my brother would make me think that the situation that's going on with the things that I'm building online are not fruitful. Then you don't know what fruit looks like. Anyway, I want to read you the notes that I took. Because tonight in a book club, with the way we're going to start the meeting is, we're going to talk about a time, because the young ones need to hear this. The people in the future, the people in the present, the people in the past need to hear how winter is going to become spring. Winter is going to become spring. Winter is keep on living. Keep on living. Winter will become spring. If you keep living, if you stay curious, if you're willing to move. Because that's why I was like, I would have never made the connection that I made with Valerie if I hadn't threw my brother away. It would be no room for Valerie if I had not threw my brother away and all of his baggage. This week at our book club, we're reading Chapter 6 of Women Who Run with the Wolves by Dr. Clarissa Pinkola Estes is wearing us out. Chapter 6 is one of those chapters that comes for you. You don't come for it. Even when you open the book with your tissues, highlighters, pens, dividers in hand, you still won't be prepared for the way Dr. Estes is going to knock you between the washer and dryer. The chapter is called Finding One's Pack. The blessing of belonging. Not finding your family, your pack. The title alone made me stop and stare off into the distance. unpacking my bags with Valerie and Valerie unpacking her bags with me. It's hard to describe the ways in which we have been able to bond through this experience. Me seeing myself better, me seeing her seeing herself better, just through us unpacking and sharing, being vulnerable. All the ways Valerie was wrong, she shared it with me. All the ways I was wrong, she shared it with me. But then also all the ways that she felt wrong. It was like listening to my brother. The more I talk to Valerie, the more I see that baby sister. I see my baby brother. I see myself. Valerie reflects parts of myself back to me through her vulnerability that I would not have ever been able to see healthy reenactments if she wasn't open to sharing her experience with me, because I can never go back in time and talk to my brother. The elders be like, oh, I'm praying for y'all. Save your prayers for somebody with cancer or something. Don't pray for that. Don't pray for that. Save your incense and your don't pray for that. Anyway, Valerie, I made a voice memo in the Patreon asking everybody to I want to talk tonight about when the winter turned to spring for you. I want to hear an instance where there was a winter in your life, spring came. What did that look like? What did that feel like? Valerie, my friendship with Valerie, you heard me explain to you my experience with my brother, how I felt, all the ways that I was wrong, because I shouldn't have made him. If I would sacrifice my childhood in the early part of my adulthood for his vitality, for his overall well-being, I get what I get. I don't get to be persnickety about his lifestyle. If he chooses to share his life with a shitbag, I can't get in between him and that. If he chooses to become a shitbag, I can't get in between him and that. Life is long. Find something new and more fruitful to make my investments into, and have a Merry Christmas. Anyway, all of the reasons why, all the ways that I was wrong, all of the things that I learned, all the ways that I learned from my mistakes, learned from how I mishandled myself, mishandled my loved ones, all of these things. But Valerie can't come to the book club meeting tonight, but she did want to share with me her experience from going from winter to spring. And it was interesting to me that she gave me this because my winter into spring story was also going to be about our blooming friendship. So this was Valerie said. I won't be at the book club meeting, but wanted to share. This past winter was hard. The week we were shut in and you checking on me was a gift to me. It made me admit how neglected I felt by my family. A stranger. Now, these the same people that will make her feel like a shitbag for also making internet connections, making her feel like a loser for making internet connections. And then the internet connection she would make her admit how neglected she is by them. They really try to keep you, people who are harmful for you. That's why I be like, if your people are harmful, strangers probably are better for you, because it probably ain't no worse people on this earth than your piece of shit of a family. Strangers, you can meet somebody in line at TJ Maxx and they'll treat you better, see it for you more, care for you better than your people. These are not your people. These are your family. Your pack, not your family. All I did was ask her if her kids are Valerie, y'all all right? Y'all got groceries? Y'all okay? Y'all snowed in? Y'all got this? Y'all okay? Y'all need anything? I'm all the way in Memphis, Tennessee. She in Dallas, Texas. Me sending a little give a fuck up the highway. Some shit that she feels entitled to from her family. Not getting it from them. They don't give a fuck about nothing that's going on down in Dallas. A stranger would want to know how you're doing in this inclement weather, and it would fuck you up. It was a blaring alarm to get rid of the people that made me feel misplaced. Not the snow's melting. Baby, they will take you through there and make you feel crazy about it. The snow had begun to melt, she said. Let's read that again. It was a blaring alarm to get rid of the people. This past winter was hard. The week we were shut in and you checking on me, it was a blaring alarm. Just being checked on. Imagine how neglected you must be. That somebody just checking on you and your children was enough to make an alarm go off. And here's the thing. Not one family member called or texted in a week-long snow in. And here's the thing. The only reason why Valerie was able to hear those alarms is because Valerie was in isolation. Valerie had got the fuck away from them. She had moved away so that she can hear her own thoughts and her own feelings, so she can try to find a way to get unenmeshed. Now Valerie can hear those alarms, can't she? Because first of all, because that's why I was like, silence and solitude is haunting, especially when you're like they snowed in. She snowed in with her children in a new city. She snowed in with her children in a new city. It's quiet. You know how quiet it is outside? When it's a blanket of snow on the ground, it's eerily quiet. It was a blaring alarm to get rid of the people that made me feel misplaced. It was like getting a hearing aid after being deaf. Spring. Hey, the head of HR, Spring. Because here is a total stranger. See, my brother did that same thing to me. Like, these people don't know you. These people don't know you. They don't know the real you. Sucks for you because actually they do. I didn't mean to send you an invitation. My bad, not a girl skater. I don't know what I'm doing. My bad. Strangers. That's why I was like, you might need to explore the world outside of what you're used to. You might need to explore the world outside of your family. You not might need to. You do. Because your family is not your pack. And they will never be your pack. And they gonna make me into a problem. Because I will tell you that. But I know because I know. Not because I'm making shit up. I know because I'm experiencing it. Anyway, because here's a total stranger from states away wanting to know if me and the kids are okay. I'll forever be grateful for you showing me this, a stranger. Our friendship has felt like spring in front of 49 people. Ethereal Valerie. Likewise. I adore Valerie because she has brought me the spring. She is in the spring. This is new and fabulous for me. Valerie always talks about in her she teaches how important it is to get comfortable with getting rid of people, because even if you mistakenly get rid of somebody, you will get a better replacement. A replacement to be on your porch to close a business. That's why I was like, I wept. I wept about my brother. And there was Valerie. And I'm going to tell you about friendship. Say something about growth. And because Valerie and I both came immediately out of enmeshed families and into friendship. See, we does our talking, that Valerie and me. We does our talking. We just don't sit on the line and waste time, girl. Now, we do talk about ice creams and shit. But we don't sit on that line and waste time. Me and Valerie are at work, aggressively at work. So at work, bitch, we is cat raggedy most of the time. Valerie and I come from enmeshed relationships, enmeshed families, into friendship. So we good at enmeshment, aren't we? It's natural for us to get enmeshed, isn't it? Especially it would be natural for us to get enmeshed with each other, since she's basically my little brother and I'm basically, mind you, we the same age. Ain't nobody no big sister. Really, that's my baba. Really, that's the legendary teacher. Ain't nobody little sister in this case. But we very easy for us to get enmeshed. You want to talk about work, Lauren? Because I cherish her, I like talking to her, I like laughing with her, I like growing with her, I like being stretched through her, with her, by her, alongside her. It will be very easy for us to get enmeshed. We have to work very hard. The first thing we have to do is focus on not being enmeshed. That's the first thing. We can't focus on anything else besides keying and talking about ice cream. Once we get through talking about ice cream and lip liner, we have to really focus in on not getting enmeshed. That's how important our relationship, the foundation of our relationship is to us. Because we want to move into the future forever. We have the vulnerability to say, I'd like this to last forever. Hell, I'll be 40 next year. I'm coming up on my second act. Still possible for us to be life partners. See, we have the vulnerability to say these things to each other. Do you? Taking extra special care of those little things that we know that we can do to cause problems for our future selves. Dealing with that shit today. Spring is here. I said all that to say that you ain't gonna get nowhere if you can't get rid of folks. You ain't gonna never come in. You ain't gonna never belong. Those of you who be filling out your little Patreon things and you want your belonging, if you got those shit bags around you, you have a hard time with grief. You have a hard time disconnecting. We always asking what we doing there. Are we doing the enmeshment thing? Hold on, wait. Is this enmeshment? And we have to be like, I think we're okay. Hard at work. All of the relationship, girl, we have to put that shit under a microscope. We have to put ourselves under a microscope and put each other under a microscope. And here's the thing, because we don't have no shame, because we're proud of ourselves and the work that we've done in our lives up to this point, Valerie can go under a microscope, and so can I, and so can we. And we don't have to worry about nobody thinking we're going to touch vaginas, because we're invested in each other in the ways that we are. It's because it's a spectrum. Investment is on an extreme spectrum. That's what I was going to say. We do have connection. We do have intimacy. But again, we have to watch. You understand this, Coach T. If you know all your shit, it's easy for you to get mixed up in relationships like that. You gotta watch yourself like a hawk. Like, girl, if you trying to get untangled from this, I had to block my male cousin this week because he told me he loved me at a booty call hour. Was he drunk? Ew. I'm having a brain fart. What was he talking about? I don't know. I asked him about it and he ignored me. Don't they? Intimacy is like that. Gotta start and gotta be intentional. That's why I was like, even having to be intentional with the friendship that you're building with a person you met online. And you have to be even more like, I think you should make connections. Like, I think you should explore friendships with people. These people are from all over the world. Now, they got to be able to go under a microscope. They have to be able to share. They have to be able to be honest. They have to be able to be upfront, because I can't see you. You have to be able to offer up some type of something that I can process so I can know that this is a safe, like, people who you share, they don't. No. They put you on a pedestal? No. That's why I was like, we teeter-totter back and forth between teacher and student. Even like we'll spend on the phone. I need somebody to help me unpack this, and she'll help me unpack it. I'll help her unpack it. And when we get through pulling and tugging on each other, we be like, need anything? Usually we do. You got anything for me? Actually, I do. Lord help me. And now me helping you, you helping me, we getting each other. Girl, we talk about ice cream and lip gloss too, though. We champion each other's causes. We trust each other. Lord help me. I'm saying. How you gonna find your path if you in the house? You go from your job to home, from job to home. You spend more time on TikTok than anywhere else. That's why I was like, I spend too much time on TikTok. I probably do got some friends on here. I probably do got me some friends on here. I can't speak for you. Maybe you don't. I don't know where you gonna find your pack at. But I done found me some healthy members on my pack. And some people I thought was members of my pack, and I had to tell them to kiss my motherfucking ass and go on. You unwilling to take losses. You unwilling to make a mistake. I work from home. I don't leave the house some days. Yeah. I'm sure it's another way for you to make your connections, girl. You might as well find some friends. You might as well. You ain't doing shit else. Literally. Self-expression will lead you to find it. That's what I was going to say. Self-expression will lead to your pack finding you. Again, Dr. Estes will tell you this. Dr. Estes would tell you this. Dr. Estes, but I knew I was going to talk too long in the meeting tonight. And so I wanted to tell mine today. Because I knew I was going to just talk too long tonight. And so there's my winter to spring tea, girl. There's my, and it's so funny because even Valerie being looked at as her family scapegoat, the black sheep, and all of these things, I've been calling Ethereal Valerie forever. And Dr. Estes talks about when you go through an icky time, you usually name yourself once you survive. You name yourself once you survive black sheep, lone wolf. I'm a loner. I don't need friends. When people start talking about, this is what we'll do. It's 48 of us in here. Those people, when you see those people making TikToks about how they don't need friendship, how they don't need connection, how they don't need community, like I thrive on my own. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know that this is actually not thriving. It's because you haven't explored the next that you think this is thriving. You being by yourself and you don't have to do the work of connecting and making boundaries and being honest and being stretched because you don't have to work. You think because being with you is easy that you're thriving. The people don't know what the fuck they talking about. Table for one. They don't know what they're talking about. They're lost. They're still stuck in the through. Through is connection, intimacy. Relationships are diagnostic. Hey, Ronnie the Body. Relationships are diagnostic. If you really want to know if all of your work, all of that stuff you did in isolation worked, make you a friend, bitch. We'll see. Won't we? Get a little ugly boyfriend. We'll see. Settling for contentment over fulfillment. Shira 7. Like, you're lost, girl. 46 years old and talking about your cousin, your daughter's your only friend. You're lost. You sitting up there like a goddamn elder and you're lost. Lying to yourself and lying to others. Lost. Anyway, nobody that is, I'm in isolation, I'm by myself, I believe, super lazy. I don't need friends. I don't need people. Okay. And you still have a lot to learn. And hopefully you will come up on a time in your life where you can be a student of connection. You can be a student of friendship because you do have to learn this. It doesn't come naturally. You do have to learn this. It doesn't come naturally. You have to learn this. Even me being like, I could have just took my old relationship skills because I have fabulous connection and relationship skills. And it brought that same bullshit that I took from my relationship with my brother into my relationship with Valerie. And maybe not made a mess now. Maybe not made a mess tomorrow. But definitely made a mess of our future. Me ensuring that me and my new friend do not get enmeshed is taking care of our future selves. Isolation is for healing. You're not supposed to stay there. Correct, correct, correct. That was the next part of my little writings. It was isolation is a necessary part of life, but it isn't the have all be all. It isn't the conclusion. It's part of the getting through the ickiness, surviving a family where you where you were the black sheep, the scapegoat, the lone wolf, the thorn in everyone's side, the ugly duckling. You do have issues with trust and connections when you come out of those unhealthy dynamics, but thinking with all this big world there is out there, that there is no belonging for you, no pack, is sad and lazy. No pack? You could just sit in the airport and see how many people exist in this world. You think you so special that you don't have nobody? See, you need to think that so you can keep yourself stuck. Days of Dope. You're welcome. I appreciate you for saying that. I don't want to ever think I'm just sitting up here rambling. Dr. Estes talks about in Women Who Run with Will, she says, see to it now that you spend less time on what they didn't give you and more time on finding the people you belong to. By sitting in isolation, you're focusing too much on what they didn't give you. If you believe yourself to be better on your own, you still spending too much time thinking about all of the things that happened that sent you into isolation. You punishing your pack. Your pack, they need you. I was like, Valerie not going into isolation would have been a detriment to me because her wisdom and experience has helped me to sharpen my tool. She came along right on time. I believe in magic because of the things that have happened. I believe in serendipity. I believe in love. I believe in connection. I believe in the goddamn internet. I believe in my gifts. I believe in myself. I believe in my endeavors. I believe that I have something valuable. Let's do this. Your pack, the ones gonna show you that you actually have something valuable to contribute. You had that issue this week. What issue? Your people, the ones gonna show you how. Like, I would have never, like, the only reason why I'm up here talking, hold on, y'all, the phone. It's because my pack told me I got something to say. Like, you need to be talking to people. You need to be talking to people. You need a Patreon. You need this. You need this. You need to travel. You need this. You need this. You need this. The people that see, these are strangers seeing it for me. I've seen the world because strangers told me I should and I can't and back me. Strangers Hello. Hi. My phone died. I'm sure y'all probably already knew that. Oh, I didn't turn the light back on. I can't do both, I guess. Can I do both? I just want to say that it's strange that let me see the world. I'm echoing? Is that a good thing? No. Thought we got evicted again. I wasn't saying nothing too crazy. I'm echoing bad. Not for you. Not for you. You don't hear no echo. People that's getting an echo, what's going on? Why are you getting an echo? It's you? Okay, the people ain't getting no echo, girl. It's just you. But it's strangers that would let me know I had a cause to champion. It was strangers that would let me know that I have something to contribute to the world besides labor. You can spend my money, you can spend up all my time, you can spend up all my resources, but when I try to give you a little piece of wisdom, you play me to the left. You make me think I'm not smart. If you sit in those, when we be in those book clubs, and I be like, y'all don't have to treat me like you think I'm smart. And they be like, bitch, you are smart. And it's like, I don't be trying to I'm not pulling and tugging on you for you to do that to me. I've just never lived in a world where I've been smart. Like the things that I know, Valerie has the same issue, where the things that I know are looked upon as wisdom in the world I live in. It's a problem, not wisdom. The reason why I go into the only reason why I'm comfortable with going into these arenas and having the conversations that I have with the elders is because I talk to elders that I meet in this arena and they let me know that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So when I go out to the elders in the real world and I'm talking to them, I realize that they need me to shut the fuck up because I'm trying to stay in the dark until I die. Hey, the chocolate hippie. Oh, hey, Lindsay Libby Choice. I want to stay lost. I'm getting ready to die. That's the favorite thing to say. I'm getting ready to die. I don't have time for this. I don't have the time to be self-aware. I don't have time to get to work. I don't want to read those books you're talking about and have those conversations. Most of the women in my community don't want to have the conversations I have. That's why I was like, I can't get in between you and that punk bitch in your house, girl, because I'm going to drive a wedge between y'all. So it's just like, stop coming over here and complaining to me about your loser husband because I'm going to have you doing something about it. So if you don't want to do nothing about it, shut the fuck up. Especially now, when women come to me and talk to me, that's why I was like, I ain't going to touch fingertips with you about your husband because you'll fuck around and break up. I'm not finna touch fingertips with you about no man. Light Switch Senior doing his own shit. We not finna touch fingertips about no husbands now. Because you gonna fuck around and be broke up. Anyway, it was the people. It would be I'm just properly placed. The only reason why I know when I tell y'all young ones, when we in one-on-ones, that most of your issues are environmental is because now that I've changed my environment completely, and my whole world has opened up for me. The only reason why I would tell you this is because I'm spreading the gospel. I'm spreading the gospel, the actual gospel. I lost a longtime friend because of a man that was dogging my friend. I was fed up. Yeah, I've been through that. Yep. She left him and remarried him. It broke my heart. I told y'all this story about how I bumped into her in Walmart when I was going on. Me and Josh had stopped at Walmart one day, and I bumped into her, and I just wept the whole rest of the night. So I was like, I'm willing to miss you. I'm willing to cry for you. I don't have no problem with my tears. It's you that don't want to lose nothing. As long as I'm willing to lose something and you're not willing to lose nothing, Lord help you. But I'm going to always prevail over you. Hey, Nams, whether I want to or not. I don't want to have one up on you, but I do because I'm okay with getting rid of you. You can go. Anyway, I'm gonna check with. I need to call Josh and see if he want light switch to get a haircut today. This was a good key girl. I said everything I need to say. Anything? Anybody got anything for me? Anybody have anything for me? Started with my daddy. It was up for everybody after that. And see, if you can get rid of that mama, you can get rid of anyone. If you let your mama leave this earth without dealing with her, you're going to be the entire world's bitch. You're going to be the whole world's bitch. The whole world going to be able to put their foot on your neck and keep it there. Because you're going to have to deal with that mama. That's part of your work. That's part of your work. Is dealing with that mama. Unfortunately for you, if you came out of a vagina, if you happen to be one of those special people that come from a vagina, that come from a woman, girl, you're going to have to line her ass up. When I let my mom go before she passed, nobody stood a chance. Now you do have some studying to do. We all do. We all do. I told you, I treat this thing like a textbook. I want these words written into my DNA. This is the nature of the psychic duality. The two aspects of woman's personality. By itself, the more civilized self is fine, but somehow lonely. By itself, the wildish self is also fine, but wistful for the relationship with the other. The loss of women's psychological, emotional, and spiritual powers comes from separating these two natures from one another and pretending one or the other no longer exists. Studying. It was harder though with my siblings than with my mama. It was harder though with my sibling than with my mama. Number one, I felt like a shitbag Valerie because I asked for my brother. My mama would have never had no baby. My mama was fine with having one child. I call you here. I said this to you, Valerie. You was fine where you was at. I would call you and be like, we looking for your earth side. He would get here, have the raggedest parents they got, choose a spouse using a disempowered psyche, and then I will walk away from him. I won't even see him through this. But I also learned from my relationship with the reason why my relationship with my brother is valuable to me is because I also learned from me cutting ties with my brother that the people between the ages of 28 and 33, that's my demographic. Like them, my people. Like those the people I need to be talking to. I'm a teenager whisperer. I'm real good at teenagers. I'm real good at teenagers. And that's just from doing hair for a long time. 28 to 32, 28 to 33, and a woman over 40 that's moving into her second act. Those are my three age groups. And all of those people actually have a lot in common. I wouldn't know none of this if I wasn't studying and getting the fuck away from people that make me doubt myself. Getting the fuck away from people that make me think I'm not smart. Getting the fuck away from people that make me think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you got people around you that don't trust what you have to say, little stupid things like, oh, actually don't do that. Can you do this instead? Especially when it comes to your stuff, like, I'm not buying toys for my kids right now. They buy your kids toys anyway. Little shit like that. They don't listen to you. You must be on your lunch break. You off? Oh, okay. We was getting ready to go. We was just talking about getting rid of people. We won't bother you with that. We won't bother you with that. They filtered your comment. You're the most civilized person in here. And they filtering your comment. You have created a great distance. I know that's right. I'm happy for you. I have created. I already read that. Okay. I am getting ready to go because I need to check on Light Switch Haircut. I need to check on I need to check on all these things. This is a great Kiki. If you missed it, I put the rest of it, all of it on the thing. I see those of you who have got the book club. I'll see you in the book club tonight. If you don't have the book club, I'll see you around. Apparently, I'm gonna have to go live more because they done stripped all my privileges from me, girl, because I don't be fucking with them like that no more. Have a fabulous day. This was wonderful. Thank y'all very much. Doc, I'll see you on the other side.